Well. How many youths today you think would I even recognize this picture of this Rasta brethren, a mentor to many during the 60s in a Jamaica, Kingston especially. Well, a man that spent a lot of time in Trenchtown with us and was also a key figure in keeping the youths them on a conscious level that them wouldn't be thinking about drugs and guns and ammunition and going killing off one another and killing and robbing people. This man here spent a lot of time with us in a trench town at the time to when Bob Marley come in and Jabby, Bunny come in and Peter come in and a whole heap of other man them come in trying to find a place where them can rest and relax amid all the violence that was taking place in a Kingston. Yeah, and all the garrisons and the political gangsterism where did I go on. This man here, Mortimo Planno, Mortimo Toga Desta Planno, spent a lot of time with us in a trench town. All right, and me as a youth that know him too. I used to sit down and listen to his philosophy and some of the history of Rastafari. And I did verify a lot of things, what I must say, at the time, because keep in mind, Trench Town did have a whole heap of very brilliant academic youths, academic people, including my siblings, them, and my parents, them, and my brethrens, them, and sisterins, them, parents and siblings who used to go a lot of the high school them and who used to read books and gain knowledge and know what not to believe in order to be deceived. All right? But this man here, Mortimer Planno, was around at the time, and if some people want to talk about even the history of Rastafari and the mentorship and the role that this man played in Jamaica, yeah, it was immense, and yet he died a poor man, just the same way. And there are some people who might have had differences with him, with thinking he was dealing with love, not hate. All right? He was dealing with peace, war, and going to plunder and rob anybody. We are talking about the peaceful messages and liberty of the Rasta man. Listen to a part of what him saying. Listen to Planno. Listen. Yeah, well, this is 2015, and I'm going to play you a recording from the man Mortimer Planner, who spent some time with us in Trenchtown, of the Rastafarian movement in the late 50s and early 60s when he was there, kind of in and out of the place. He has since passed away, but this was what he said in the earlier days, all right, with regards to how Rastaman was being treated in Jamaica, or all the false accusations which continue from that time and even into this time. So listen up to Brother Mortimer Planner. He has since passed away, so a few years ago. So listen to what he was saying in that time, which is still applicable in this time. Yeah, this was here in 1950. Ethiopia, the land of our fathers, the land where all God loved
to be. And this so I sought and God, thy children thou gather to thee, with your red, gold, and green floating o'er us, with your emerald to shield us from wrong, as our God and our future before us. We hail him with shout and with song. God is our need, God's need, God's eye, who keeps Ethiopia free to advance with truth and right, to advance with love and might, with righteousness leading. We to your call, humanity one God. Princess has come out of Egypt. Ethiopia now stretches forth their hands unto God. O thou God of Ethiopia, our divine majesty, thy spirit hath come into our hearts to dwell into the path of righteousness to lead us. Help us to forgive that we must be forgiven. Teach us love, loyalty, and earth as it is in Zion. Endure us with thy wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to do thy will. Thy blessing to you that the hungry be fed, the naked be clothed, the sick be nourished, the aged protected, and the infants cared for. Deliver us from the hands of our enemies, that we must be fruitful for these last days. When our enemies are fast and decayed, in the depths of the sea, in the depths of the earth, and the bowels of the field. Oh, give us all a place in thy kingdom forever. Shalom, shalom.
How many black youths in America and even in Jamaica know about that Ethiopian national anthem, Rastaman's anthem? How many black people really know about that? Listen up, as Mortimer Planno is gonna speak some more.
Well, most people might want to know the occasion. It started long ago. But since 1960, 1958, the universities have made some studies on the movement. Who remember Brother Fox from down here? Was one who took around Professor Simpson in the rural area in Montego Bay. And Professor Simpson make a report on the Rastafari movement. Internationally, the world want to know 1959 about Rastafari movement. They would have to take Professor Simpson's paper as a news of the Rastafari movement. 1959, things happened that Premier here in Jamaica accuses Rastaman of being subversive, and Rastaman didn't have the intention to be any subverse. So we therefore accuse the premier who made some erroneous statement about Rastaman who want to take away the government.
Remember, you know, a long time, them a come down for Rasta tell lies against Rasta man, you know. It's about Rasta want take over the Jamaican government, which was another big lie that took place in a Jamaica. Listen to what Mortimer Planno say. More truths what he must say.
And charge him with international charges. But our police was not efficient enough to arrest him. Notwithstanding, the university was asked to make a survey on the movement. Dr. Lewis gave the movement 3 students to make a research survey and report to him that he make a comprehensive report and report it to government, which is his recommendation. So far, the international scene has lost contact and the movement.
You know hear what I'm say? This man Stevenson give 3 students from the UWI, University of the West Indies, his information and recommendation for make a research as to why them accuse Rastaman with certain lies. And then after a while, they heard nothing about what became of it. This was the University of the West Indies. And today, even as I speak in 2022, them have what them call a reggae faculty at the University of the West Indies. Remember, I tell you, say, when we did a suffer in a trench town, the UWI was silent, the churches were silent, the members of government were silent, the elite controlling of Jamaica was silent. Everybody was silent. Nobody wanted to help us. Listen to what Mortimo say.
But outside the international world, it is noticed that groups of people in almost every country is adopting attitude of this movement. Therefore, it requires a next look at. Columbia University decide to use this summer period.
Remember now, first of all, the information from the Rastaman was given to the UWI people them for do further research and investigation. And the UWI people them never do nothing. So Rastaman continued and gave it to Columbia University in New York. Listen to what Planno say. How many of you know these truths?
To study the movement. Since in May, they kept a conference at the Hilton Hotel about Rasta being group delusion. Some of us attended the conference about Rasta being group delusion. Some of us attended the conference. The newspaper said they was shocked to find Rasta at that conference. But it was a professional conference, and to them Rasta is no professional.
Ah, you see it? From a long time, them a denigrate Rasta, you know. Rasta is not up to fit them standard, even though Rasta man went to the conference. All right?
But there was psychiatrists at that conference who defend Rasta movement, and they are not Rastas, that the movement is not delirious. Is that a mad movement as some people think? For society and a whole have its own delusion that them don't admit. Notwithstanding, it is prophesied that oppression make the wise man mad. And who is madder than my servant? Said the Lord our God, Rastafari. Therefore, through prophecy, it comes to the conclusion that the Rastafarians are a delirious group of people. We're mad. We want to go Africa, we call Rastafari God and more things added. But if the world should take a look at it and we ask them certain questions, like, if I have the right to own God, the world will answer me yes.
And remember, even white man Billy Graham, evangelist, told the world, said Jesus was a black man. Remember him said that too? And here is Mortimo, long before even white-skinned Billy Graham said that truth to the people. Them no want the people to know that. I'm going to continue. Listen to what Mortimer Planno said years ago. Him pass out now, but we have the record. All right?
For God is owned by everyone as them father. Yet still wish God is owned by who? Our God Rastafari has proven to the world that there is certain recognition he paid unto us who own him. So therefore, since it is on the dongle, the Honorable Marcus Garvey prophesied that this thing shall rise up. And 1960 it was on the dongle, this thing rise up, and 61 it rise and leave and go to Africa. And in 69 when them come back again, carry the movement a little further, to the dongle again we come back.
It was a long time movement ago, you know. So when you say Black Lives Matter movement take place in this recent time, yeah, it a come from longer time, but me don't know how the black youths them in America never did see that and know these truths where come from Mortimer Planno. One of my trench town brethren that has passed along some years, but you see, his voice is being heard now in this time.
I read Psalm 9. Those who know it can say. And when I read Psalm 9 with the understanding that this is the coronation psalm, that when His Majesty was crowned 1930, this is what everyone chants. I will praise Thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will show forth all Thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in Thee. I will sing praise to Thy name, O Thou Most High. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at Thy presence. For Thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou sattest in the throne, judging right. Thou hast rebuked the heathen, Thou hast destroyed the wicked, Thou hast put out their names forever and ever. O Thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and Thou hast destroyed cities, their memorials is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared His throne for judgment, and He shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And they that know Thy name, Rastafari, will put their trust in Thee. For Thou, Lord, hast Thou not forsaken them that seek Thee. The Sing praises to the Lord who dwelleth in Zion, declare among the people his doing. When he maketh an efficient for our blood, he remembered them. He forgotteth not the cry of the humble. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, consider my troubles which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou hast lifted me up from the gates of death, that I may show forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. Then are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they did their own footway. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the works of his own hands, Abiyang, Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord our God, Rasta. Let not men prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord our God, Rastafari, that the nations may know themselves to be what
Such were the words of Rastaman long gone, Mortimo Togo Desta Planno, who used to reside with us in the early days of Trenchtown. Yes, those are his words. If only black people today had known these historical speeches. Yes, maybe those in America, Africa, Jamaica, and other places would have known the truths of how to live in a Babylon system. Yes, such were the words I, Rascardo, present to you of the man Mortimo Togo Destaplano. Yes, high priest of reggae and Rastafari from Trenchtown. Rastafari no. Sila.